What up, YouTube? We're gonna do a back test. It is Sunday. Didn't get to trade. Didn't get to back test anything yesterday, so we're gonna just do it today and see what we can catch. I've made a new back testing session called No Excuses because I really want to just I've still got my other back testing session for practicing when I'm not feeling too confident, but I really want to I really want to just show myself what I'm capable of, what potential there is if I fully lock in. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna operate off the idea that this might be a low for now, unless this disagrees. Okay, this might disagree. It might be coming for those. I think we're definitely coming for that low. So there's my draw. Let's see. We've even come back and made a little internal. Alright, I'm thinking that this might be a good trade. This low. I think I'm gonna take it. So here we go. This is gonna be our first trade on the No Excuses platform. Do I really want to take this? I don't love it, but I think it will go. So let's see, £2,800 at risk for this trade. Alright, that has not hit yet. So we're gonna go break even there and hope that we can hit this TP. I think we should. Bang, okay, nice start to the account. That was just quite simple, operating under the idea that this was a protected high, and then obviously coming for the most low hanging fruit of that high. Then we waited, nice little accumulation here, swept the high, and then my entry was based on inverting this gap here, which was good as well because we rejected it so many times. So really, once you invert that, you should be ready to go. So that was a good trade. Okay, let's keep going in. So I'm gonna keep operating under the idea that we might complete this whole thing. That was the accumulation there, but you know, we got other ones as well, so let's see. I feel like we might just dump through it all though. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that took an hour to achieve. So we're coming back now. Glad I changed my bias because, yeah. And not really sure where we should be going next, so I'm just going to play this out a little bit. Don't really think it's worth, unless we make some kind of price action market structure in the next hour, then it's probably not going to be worth taking anything. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're accumulating here. Don't think we're going to get anything. We might take the lower. Alright, we have something here. This is one of them situations where I really don't want to just guess the bottom. So, even though that does look good, I have no clue what direction we should be going here. And the last thing I want to do is try and guess the bottom. Does look like we're going to come back up. Maybe we get a rare chance that we'll drop back down and get a 1 minute move inside of this. Maybe. So it actually might be. I was just going to say, I'm not going to take that first inversion, I might take that second inversion. So, this is not a bad move, really. That's just inverted on the 3 as well. I'm gonna take this. I don't love it, but because we've got a draw on liquidity on another higher time frame and then we had this move, I think it adds a little bit of credibility. So I am going to take this. I feel like this is going to be one that is worth taking. It doesn't always go, but I feel like it's probably worth taking. So we're going to go for it. This looks like it probably will go. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this will hit. Banging, alright, 2 for 2. Good shit. So I've got 2 trades in the same day. That's pretty unheard of for me, but it's pretty good going at the same time. So right, next target. We have now taken this low, but we haven't come as far as that low, so I think that's going to be the next target. Because why have we took the low again if we haven't took a deeper area? So looks like we're making a thingy. I reckon we're probably gonna accumulate for a lot of this session, or at least a lot of this day. This looks like it might be the next target if we come back up and invert that, but that's based on if we invert the 30 minute, which might take a while to find out. Alright, let's drop back down to the 3. Alright, took a high. Alright, don't love this at the moment. Not sure where we're going here. I wouldn't be able to confidently say either direction at this point. That makes sense. I mean, it did sweep that. This isn't the nicest price action to work in. That will hit that high at least, I think. Okay. This is a tough one. I don't think we're going to catch anything here. I can't confidently say which way we're going, so that does straight away lose a lot of confidence in the move. I mean, that kind of looks nice. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, we've respected that high as well. So maybe we're going there, but I don't want to operate on maybes. We don't really have any structure to back my theory up. It does look like we're going to hit that target, but I just can't take any of this until I have some higher agreement. Right, why are we now coming back into here? Interesting. Annoyingly, again, I still don't have a target. However, that sweeping that is quite nice. I think that maybe if we invert these 5, we could use it as a bias. Okay, cool. So we have inverted that 5. This is probably going to be my only opportunity now to get a trade, and it probably won't happen, I would think. Alright. Right, what is going on here then? So that is our tie for the 5-minute inversion. Oh no, we've actually hit that target, so this might have already done its job. Yeah, I think this has done its job already. Let's keep looking. Okay. That's a shame that we didn't get an entry there. Did look good. There's just, for me right now, there's just nowhere to enter. That was actually really good hindsight. Look, we accumulated right before that final gap, took the low, came up, but there's just nothing really on this left hand side for me to use to say like, yeah, that's time to get in, which is fine. Even these 5 minutes, they just never inverted strongly. So honestly, I don't know. Well, it's a weird feeling that, because even though I've just had 2 trades that not only came up in one session but won in one session, just because I didn't get a trade just then, I feel a little bit like, am I ever going to get a trade? Like, which is very weird feeling, because I've literally just had 2 trades in one day. So just wanted to say that and be aware that that's how I'm feeling for some reason. Not really sure why. And that was yesterday, so that actually did what we expected it to do as well. So my bias was right on this. Probably wouldn't have got a trade in that either. Oh, look at that. That would have been a mad entry. Okay, cool. So, right, direction. I would say that maybe it's a tough one, you know. I honestly don't know. I honestly have no clue. So this might be a tough one as well. I just don't think we've got enough nice market structure to work with here. Everything's been taken. That low got taken, that high got taken, these lows got taken. I would think we're going higher right now, just based off this big gap holding. Don't know if we're going to invert that. We might, I don't know. Looks like we're not gonna. We got equal highs there. So could we operate under the idea that this is protected? Maybe. And if so, if that is protected, then if that inverts, I'll take it, because we haven't took that low. There's an accumulation, equal highs, like this stacks up in favour of going long. So actually that has inverted. I don't know whether it's worth just waiting for one more minute. See if the 5 inverts as well. It does, but no, I fucking missed on the trade, haven't I? I'm gonna get in this, even though it's a kind of a ridiculous position to get in now. I'm gonna go 1% on this, and then I'm gonna go break even as soon as we hit that high. If I can get a pullback, then I'll take it from there, but I don't think we're gonna get a pullback. Equal highs, okay, that is taken. Yeah, okay, break even, not a problem. It's a shame really, could have got in on that 3-minute inversion, but even that could have been broke even anyway. Cool, so what's next? Right, this looks actually like an accumulation manipulation here. I think it's, firstly it looks too late. There's no gaps here, there's no drawn liquidity as well, so I'm not going to take that. Maybe worth. Yeah, probably worth jumping ahead now. That could have been a nice move there. I feel like the idea that working within a protected low is actually quite helpful. Like having somewhere that's like, okay, that if we're bullish, that shouldn't be broken. Or if this is my true manipulation area, that shouldn't be broken. And that was like kind of going in this idea. This is what gave the confidence in this. Having that as a protected low and then inverting that with equal highs, that was just bound to go every time. So yeah, pretty good going. Right, I'm gonna go to the next session again. This is all morning time as well. I just want to see actually what. This is London. Okay. Now, still no main direction here. Could be operating under the idea that this is protected high after coming into and accumulating. So maybe we're going off that idea. So if that's a protected high, this looks manipulative as well, so maybe could we operate out of the idea that that's protected as well, potentially. Problem is, look at the size of that fucking gap there, man. I want a red dot because I can't see. I'm just gonna put a body there actually, just for the fun of it. Okay, cool. So or maybe we're operating under the idea that no, that's a protected low. Where was my bunny high? There. Okay. So we've come back above that. It's going to take a while for us to confirm that that's the manipulation leg anyway. We don't know how high we're going to keep climbing from this either. This is tough, man, because I don't know which way we're going here. That could be a protected high. It looks like it could be as well. Alright, what I'm going to do is take this gap here, if we get it, because we've in a protected high, we've respected that, and then we'll disrespect that. So if we get that, then I'll take it. But I also want to see that get respected and that get respected. Okay, looks like we're in on this. Another terrible RR. I'll wait for a pullback. Target's gonna be there. So we need quite a substantial pullback. Oh damn. Could have just taken it, I guess. Alright. That was interesting. So that's now behaving like it is a protected high, which means that if it is, then we should be coming for like this low and then this low. We need to see, wow, look at that for a dumper. Unfortunately that low has been taken. However, okay, that low's been hit. Oh, great. Wow, imagine being in on that. Look at that compared, like I'm there thinking, oh, I need a pullback so I can target this low and that low, and then bang, all the way through. This has been quite a good back test though. I think hindsight, I'd want to get in more trades just to get in them. Can't always wait for pullbacks because sometimes you get blasted, like big old dumps like that. But this has been good. Like, just if I'm creating a draw on liquidity, can I identify not just the next target but the current protected swing, and that is going to help with my draw on liquidity even more, because that says to me that if I'm right, we shouldn't go past this area. So I'm going to make a little video about that, but this is a good back test.